Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Times of India newspaper headline. So, first of all, PM Global South must create new world order. Next, boy with garland nears Modi's car at roadshow. Next, center flags 6 YT YouTube channels for airing fake news. Next, NBA accredited colleges can seek higher development fees. Next, PM to flag off 35-kilometer metro 2A and 7 next Thursday. Next, FSL report in COP 6 to revoke city MLA's gun license. Next, no interference in redevelopment of BDD Chawl's High Court. Next, panel favors nude for COVAX as mixed booster. Next, 2 BPO staffer on scooter hit by van in Kalina dies. Next, PLA news at LAC up army watching Jain. Next, CBI files rupees 5,000 crore fraud case against City Business Group. Next, school teacher boarding train slips, dies later. Next, retail inflation eases to 1 year low of 5.7% in December. On page number 2 in Times City section under that, PM to ride metro 2A and 7 on Thursday, 6th year after work begin. Next, each line will save over 1 hour in travel. Next, 65,000 expected at BKC ground during visit. Next, police ban killer nylon manja, say it also harms environment. Next, 64-year-old loses his life while trying to stop a fight. Next, 64-year-old loses his life while trying to stop a fight. Next, private redevelopment of a rebuild seized building may hit FSI hurdle. Next, man held for doping people at ATM Causics. Next, 75,000 expected at BKC ground during visit. Next, PM to ride metro 2A and 7 on Thursday, 6 years after work begin. On next, dogs had long COVID, get a checkup before marathon. Next, 24-year-old man threatens his elderly parents, splurges rupees 1.1 crore. Next, sales of spirits surging in Maharashtra after 2 years of lull during pandemic. On page number 4 in Times Cities X section under that, has FSL says shots fired from MLA's gun, cops push for revoking license. Next, no interference called for in redevelopment of BDD Chawl's High Court. Next, two detained over firing on civic contractor. Next, FRA's move could push colleges to get accredited. Next, Bandra station steams back in time, restored to Raj glory, dedication soon. Next, CBI recovers $90,000 to crore during search at bank cheating case accused home. Next, company inflated turnover to get bank loans, says CBI. Next, Bandra police arrests sex pest after 8 days hunt. Next, happy to green. Next, government to induct 20,000 Anganwadi workers Shinde. Next, daughter suggested organ donation. Next, state steps for mental health funds unsatisfactory, says High Court. Happy to be green. Next, on page number 5 in that, 2 BPO staff killed after milk van hits scooter. Next, Sina in Guwahati claim court 6 airport footage. Next, boy faints on TMC school campus dies. Next, field poll papers has party did not name me. Congress nominations. BJP state chief claims many opposition netas said to join party. Patole says MV intact. Next, INS Vikrant docks at Mantralaya. Next, Rawat slams DCM. Rawat slams CM, device CM for choosing Modi over Davos. Next, now CM to sign 20 MOs at Davos bring investment of rupees 1.4 lakh crore. Next, new deadline for summit marks. Next, High Court quizzes rape FIR against builder, imposes rupees 50,000 cost. On page number 6 in Times City section under that, 100-year-old building raised in Malad to widen road. Next, fined for naming minor's mother. Next, South Indian Ascent celebrates 17 years. Next, best GM gets award from GUV. Next, order issuing summons to DD set aside by SPL court. Next, call relevant witnesses. Court in 2008 Malegaon blast case. Next, tie up with Uddhav Sena for civic polls. Prakash Ambedkar. Next, Anushka moves High Court over rupees 1.2 crore tax demand. Next, high-rise cleaners did not tie rope to trace compling. Next, class 2 girl barred from exams over unpaid fees. Next, Kohli art attack at saloon dogs. Next, Tabu doggedly leads this wild and entertaining package of hunts. On page number 18, in that SC reserves order on additional 84 gas leak payout. Next, in message to courts, presiding officers say respect boundaries. Next, Congress slams VP's attack on judiciary. Next, SpiceJet makes flyers wait for 8 hours, then cancels flight. Next, Hawks call triggers bomb scare on Pune bound plane at Delhi airport. On page number 9, in Times Nation section under that, facing threats over Propet Road, Nupur gets gun license. Next, Delhi hit and run accused to be charged with murder. Next, woman killed and buried over loan dispute in Delhi. Next, 9 men get a life term for Pune Congress worker murder in 2013. Next, fake news, anti-India content, government flags 6 YouTube channels. Next, India has historically recognized rights of LGBTQ community. Next, activists stop police badgering over RTI. Next, the chattered as car catches fire after crash on UP Expressway. On page number 10 in Times Nation section under that, Im Chamba village cracks under shadow of another hydro tunnel. Next, cracks appear in Brigade's High Court, Jawan shifted. Next, Shah reviews situation, says avoid blame game. Next, disaster fallout of NTPC tunneling, says activist. On page number 11 in Times Nation section under that, no stay on Udhar web series, eviction not defamatory High Court. Next, RPG in Supreme Court has projects in AF face Taliban risk. Next, ED naps Mumbai realtor in Bangalore for rupees 500 crore fraud. Next, give CCTV clips of Soren aides in jail to ED court. Next, ready to help India probe papers leak Panama Min. Next, UP cancels production license of Noida firm. On page number 14 in Times Nation section under that, raids on 44 big retailers, 18,000 non-BIS toys seized. Next, security jitters has 10-year-old rushes to PM with Garland. Next, despite challenges, overtime is coming, says Modi at Voice of Global South Meet. Next, CBI probe shows one signatory got rupees 8.2 crore in offshore entities. Next, Shivraj, MP can give $550 billion to PM's $5 trillion economic dream. Next, G20 international delegates exempt from 2% random COVID testing on arrival. Next, Tamil Nadu Assembly 6 Setu Shamruddham Setu Samu Drum Plan Revival, BJP backs it. On page number 15 in Times Nation section under that, stopped China from changing status quo. Next, China endorses India's vision for Global South. Next, High Court old pension plan applies to CAPF cadre. Next, Yadav was greatly inspired by Lohi ideals, says PM. On page number 16 in an epihempsy of ideas section under that, it's really basic. Next, Terra Pharma. Next, Happy New Year's. Next, remove Raj from Raj Bhavans. Next, how Mohan Bhagat has it how Mohan Bhagat has lit up Bharat's long LGBT history. Next, approach truth directly, not via intermediaries. On page number 17 in Times Business section under that, retail inflation eases to be a 12-month low of 5.7% in Delhi, December. Next, McLeod to sell half of TBs for rupees 750 crore. Next, India, US vow to address trade supply chain issues. Next, Infosys veteran Ravi Kumar, new CEO of Cognizant. Next, Infosys December quarter revenue grows 14% to $4.6 billion. Next, Reliance cap lenders find torrent by bid suboptical. Next, SCL Tech revenue expands by 13.1%. Next, reserves auction for wind power cap scrapped. Next, Alibaba sells 3% in Paytm stocks, dive 6%. Next, Amazon gets summons over layoffs policy. On page number 18 is Times special section. Under that, premium lunges on Hot Wheels. Next, Korean twins rev up to get more mileage in India. Next, Jimny unbottled Maruti unveils off road. Next, on page number 19 in Times Techies section, under that, the buzzword on everyone's lips. Next, the race to own the car's future. Next, a simpler smart home setup. Next, my strength was to transform abstract concept into reality. Next, a passion for engine produces an electric superbike. Next, how Nidhi Jain is helping hospitals become digital. Next, India is building the future of locos. Next, on page number 20 in Times Sports section, under that, sprinting was a faster way for me to escape poverty. Next, drop me if you can. Next, SLC panel finds little evidence of cults' involvement in selection. Next, Australia pulls out of Afghanistan series, City, Taliban, mistreatment of women. Next, Rashid Khan threatened to boycott BBL in retailization. Next, Shardul burst he helps Mumbai Eye big win. On page number 21 in that Times Sports section, under that, home is where the hockey is. Next, the world's in Odisha, take your pick now. Next, experience is bit overrated in tournaments like World Cup. Next, siblings but no rivalry in South Africa ranks. Next, Japanese star Osoka says she is pregnant. Next, Pranav enters quarterfinals. Next, India women drawn with Kaizik. Next, Southampton stun Man City makes semis. Next, Buchade spin Nirolon to win over Western Railway A. Next, Pune region supreme. Next, ISL Hyderabad holds Chennai. Next, Novak Nadal can only meet in final. Next, on page number 22 in Times Nation section, under that, snow may hit Joshi Math Racing. Next, bail plea of Soren's aid rejected by Jharkhand High Court. Next, Army sends proposal to government to post women in artillery squads. On page number 24 in the Times of Indian section, under that, Shraddha Yadav, socialist leader and ex-union min, passes away. Next, murder charge in Del Road death, making laws in legislature domain. Next, syrup debts cause license cancelled. The next, first op in Joshi Math, government starts raising in two big hotel. Next, Shah ministers take stock of crisis. Next, army shifts out some jawans. Next, NTPC's tunneling causing land shift. Next, India look to end Hockey World Cup medal drought on home turf. Next, Jharkhand High Court cities ED findings reject bail plea of Soren aid. Next, CBI books ex-Fin Secretary Mayaram for corruption. Next, Congress red-faced as MLC poll nominee stays away. Next, Spanish tourist in city donates organ save 5. Next, flight takes off after 8-hour delay, returns in 10 minutes. Next, after threats, Nupur Sharma gets gun license. Next, December, IMFL wine sales in MMR at record high. On page number 25 in Times Globe section, under that, a special counsel to investigate Biden handling of Daucus. Next, Hunter Biden's tangled tale comes front and center. Next, IS claims Kabul attack. China says none in team hurt. Next, Lanka's Supreme Court inaction by ex-president for others lead to Easter blast. Next, FBI joins global fight over China police outpost. Next, Pakistan denies it was source of uranium cargo seized in UK. Next, Harry Tell all book sales record 1.4 million copies on day 1. Next, Hunter convicted for killing man he mistook for boar. Next, Australia state leader admits wearing Nazi uniform. Next, detained British Iranian tied to death of an expert. Next, rash driver jailed for killing Sikh woman in UK. Next, 5-year-old told mom 5-year-old told mom be calm before being swept away in flood water in California. Next, Twitter considering selling user names to boost revenue report. Next, saving expenses, Singapore staffers to WFS. Next, FBI joins global fight over China police outposts. Next, Pakistan denies it was source of uranium cargo seized in UK. That much for today. Thanks for watching and make a good day.